Hello everyone, I'm back with another video. This project is all about the 100 days project. I decided to work with a limited amount of colors and a limited amount of papers. We all know we have a stash of paper lying here and there, and well, sometimes it's just too much to choose from. So I decided to just take a few papers in this little folder and some images in that little box that you see. And I thought I'm only allowed to work with those. And of course some word stickers, some phrases that I cut out of magazines and stuff. Those are just in another box, not in this box. So working with these, I didn't filter the images. I just grabbed a bunch of it, and I'm working with whatever is in that batch of images that I pulled out my box. So I'm not sure if I have enough. I might just take a few others of birds. I saw that I didn't have much birds in my image box. I keep saying box. But anywho, I am going to work in this journal. It's 100 pages, and I cut various sizes of watercolor paper to work on. And then if I finished the project, then I'm gluing it in that little book. So I'm choosing this paper for the first one. This video we are going to make two. So every video that I'm doing about this 100 days project is about two little projects. So choosing an image, as I said, I got just a bit of stuff pulled out, and I can't use everything, but this sad old man, well, he does look sad. I don't know if he's sad, but he might be overthinking his life or something. So I thought I might use that, and then choosing some collage papers to go with it. I might not use them all, but we'll see. I decided to speed the video up to 2 times. So normally I do 4 or 5, but that's way too quick, and some of you said you go way too fast, so you need to slow it down just a little bit. So that's why I decided to do it like this. But then I have to talk a little bit more through the video, so kind of like this when I'm choosing the glue. So I hope you don't mind. Now this is a golden, it's a soft gel in gloss. Didn't have matte, but you don't see it, so I'm not bothered by it. So I'm just gluing these papers down. This is leftover paint paper that I use underneath my projects. As you can see, I have one there as well. So don't waste any paints, or just draw a little bit, or whatever you got left over. I'm putting it on papers, and I've got a little booklet as well where I do the same, and now I'm using it as a collage. Now I'm just gluing down some other pieces of papers that I got lying around, and for this project I'm not trying to overthink too much. I tend to think about if it looks pretty, if other people will like it. Well, I don't want to do it in this 100-day project. Just going to play and do whatever comes in mind. I'll do a flip from this for this little album next week, I think. I did a flip until now. I think this is day 30 and 31. So I do a flip for the other ones that I've already done, and you'll see the sizes vary, and how do you call that? I still have the Dutch words in my head, so I have to think about the English word for Well, the scenes, the colors, the materials that I use are quite different. So in this case I use a lot of paper. In other cases I just use paints or crayons in the same color scheme, of course. But I'm trying to use as few materials as I can on each project. So fussy cutting the image of the old man, so I can put it down on that little card. I left it sticking out. Some of them are cut neatly, but some of them is just like this, sticking out a little bit. I don't mind, it gives more interest to your project. So I fussy cutted the man, as I said, and just gluing it down on my paper. And I go really slow, don't you think? So if you think about this being sped up twice, so my real speed is less than this, very slow. Don't know why, but okay, here he goes. I do like it already, so I add a little bit more to it later on. And now I'm deciding on how to finish it, because it's already nice. So take a sip of my coffee, and then I wanted to use a stencil. I did use it, but it didn't come out the way I liked it, or I wanted it to. So you'll see that. I decided to cut it anyway. It's just the piece is too large for my little booklet to fit in, so that's why I needed to cut it. The book is about, I think, 9 centimeters by 10 centimeters. So this one just fits one page. So really looks nice already, as I said. Now I'm going to get the stencil. This is my little basket, and it holds all kinds of pencils, charcoal, erasers, that stuff that's easy to grab. So a little bit more interest. I am lightly going around the image, and I am loosely holding the charcoal pencil, and I'm just going around, and then I use water to activate it just a little bit. Works quite well. You do see lines, but I don't mind. I really like the way it spreads around and gives it a bit of an old and smeared look. So it comes together like this because of the black in the man's coat, and now it's just tied in with the other side of the card, project, piece, what you want to call it. Now tapping my fingers because I'm overthinking what to do, and I said I wouldn't do that. So now I'm choosing words. This is my little basket. I'm sorry, yawning again. I said it before in other videos. Always when I try to do a voiceover, I'm yawning. I don't want to do it again. So this is my little basket with words, word stickers, chit-chat stickers, as you see here, words and sentences and poems cut out of magazines, and I keep it all in that basket, so I have everything on hand. It's close to me, so I can grab if I like. Now I really have to look closely what I decided to use, and now you can't see me, but I'm bending to come close to my laptop and trying to read what is there. So the project is in another room, so I don't want to walk away and get it. I can't really. Oh, you'll see it later. I think I'm just pulling it up and showing you So this is a golden teal. I just bought it, so I'm trying out some golden paints, and this is in high flow acrylic, and I really love that teal color. And this is a little bit translucent, so I'm just putting it around, giving a little bit of color and enhancing the colors that were already on that piece of paper that I used to collage with. Using that rose red, kind of like a magenta color as well, just to give it a little bit more spark. And then I am done with this one. Oh, now I remember, it says been there, done that. So I thought that was a nice phrase or a sentence to go with this little old man. Now, done this one. Now, I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, now the stencils come. These are the stencils that I use most frequently. Some of them I cut up. I do work small, so I don't need large stencils. And the ones I like, I cut up and put in this basket. So I'm choosing this one from Tim Holtz. And as I said, I thought this would work, but it didn't. So I think I just used black acrylic paints to dab through the stencil. This is a Prima oil pastel, water-soluble oil pastel, and that's what I'm using. So that's what I wanted to do. I thought I would just use my fingers or a brush to smear it through the stencil, but it didn't work out well. Well, in the end it looks nice, but I think, oh, I need to stop because it's ugly. I left it this way, and then I just dabbed a little bit and made some splatters on my page. Just doing it again. Need to find a good way to do it. Might use an old paintbrush or an old toothbrush to do it. But anyway, and now I think I needed to stop. Oh, here it goes. I stopped because I was not doing. Sorry, that was my telephone. Should have. Now going further with the second one, I hope. Put it away, Reje. Get the second one. Yes, there we go. Now, second one, of course, using whatever is left over on your work surface, picking up that black and starting from there. Now, I can't really remember what I did with this one, so well, you see me just using my water brush to move the paint around a little bit. Well, it's a pastel, isn't it? And then I'm going in with the stencil, deciding on what to do. And I am using this, I really like this kind of a pale yellow color. It's a Naples yellow and a little bit quinacridone azo gold from Golden. This is very translucent and I really like this. And it's new as well. As I said, I'm trying out some golden paints. I do like the transparency, but I really love Amsterdam. It's cheaper than Golden. All right, it's highly pigmented and it works very well. And you don't need much, but really, for the work that I'm doing, the mixed media kind of thing, I really don't need very expensive paints. Well, that's my opinion. I do love this color, by the way. Really, really like it. So happy that I bought it. Now using a little sponge to go through the stencil and just see where it takes me. Like this. Then I'm choosing a little image again. Thought I wanted to do something with the bear, but didn't do it in the end. Now I really love that piece of paper with the black circles on it. So I'm going to use that one and just gluing it down again. With my golden, you can use whatever glue you like. so I might use a glue stick sometimes, and but I just had this standing on my desk, and that's why I use it. But I think if it was not around, I would just have easily pulled out my glue stick to glue it down. But now I'm going over the piece of paper as well, so I can work on it with other media. This is a stamp from Dina Wakely that I stamped on a piece of tissue paper, and it's a stamp that I lent from my friend. That was before we started the lockdown. I still have them in my possession because there is still, it's not a lockdown in Holland, but it's a 1.5 meter distance, social distancing, and that's why unnecessary visits are not allowed. Well, not allowed, we don't do it, just to keep ourselves safe and other people as well. So that's why. So anyway, I'm using that one to go over my piece, but if you saw what I just did, I just looked at how it would look on the page as is, and I thought it needed a little bit more toning down because the color was very vibrant and it came through the face, and the face looked orange, and I didn't like that. So I'm just gluing a little piece that was just lying there, and I thought, okay, why not glue it down as well, and then put the face on like that. And I stamped it with archival ink from Ranger, I think. So it doesn't go anywhere, it just dries, and it is water resistant, so you can put everything you like on it and it will not go, and it stamps really well. As you can see, it's very crisp. So now I do like it. Her face is quite white and instead of orange, so love it. Didn't put enough glue on there, and then you get bubbles, so just need to wiggle my palette knife underneath the face. Alright, done. Well, this one was a quickie. I had a nice little poem in Dutch. Didn't remember it, of course, and of course I should have put my little booklet next to me so I can tell you what is what I put down on her face and what it said and how the poem goes in English, but I didn't do that. I'm sorry for that. I will next time. And I'm just going around it with a scissor and just cutting away excess papers, and I think this is it. So just my little black pencil, as I always do, and just go around it to frame it and make it a little bit more interesting, just some wonky lines, and then I'm almost done with this one. And then I thought it just needed a little bit more to emphasize the words and the sentences, so I go around the whole project with my water brush, and then do the same around the words as well. So just showing you very quickly, as you can see, what it looks like. Just using my charcoal pencil. I started out with a watercolor pencil, but it didn't work that well, so now I'm using my charcoal. I don't know what I'm doing here. I should have cut this this part out of the video, but I think I'm searching for what to do. Oh yeah, well the glue wasn't dry, so oh no, I didn't use the charcoal. I think I used a marker. We shall see. What will it be? I really should have cut this. This is about nothing. So just waiting for me to dry this. I really should have cut it. All right. done already. Yes, I finished. Yes, I did it. I used a micron to go around it to finish it off. Sorry, I need to get into the video making and into the editing and all that kind of stuff, and voiceovers and my English. And so I hope you don't mind my babbling. And I hope you'll visit me next time. There will be more. I've got 2 more videos already edited, and I'm going to put them up whenever I feel like. So I hope you join me next time for part 32 and 33, I think, or maybe a flip, or maybe something else, who knows. So thank you for watching, and give me a thumbs up if you like it, and I will see you next time. Well, thank you for watching, everyone. Bye bye.